Sharper Point Commentary, presented by Schwartz Laser Eye Center.
After listening to almost 4 years of that crazy rigged election nonsense with its stories of people muling fake ballots or ballots printed on bamboo being flown in from Asia in the middle of the night, tales of Republican election officials working behind the scenes to make sure Republicans lose elections, the crazy continues. I've said that our presidential primary will be pretty meaningless since Trump and Biden are baked into their respective parties' nomination cakes. But now it sounds like some Arizona Republicans would like to make sure your vote in the general election is meaningless. Republican State Senator Anthony Kern proposed a bill last month that would allow the legislature to override the results of Arizona's general election and decide which candidate Arizona's 11 presidential electors will vote for in the Electoral College. Then State Republican Representative Rachel Jones said, "Hold my beer," and sponsored a plan that A, sounds like she's been drinking too much beer, because B, House Resolution 2055 says the legislature shouldn't even wait to see which candidate Arizonans vote for in the general election. H.R. 2055 would automatically pledge Arizona's presidential electors to the winner of the Republican primary, i.e. Donald Trump. Apparent payback for those imaginary stolen elections. I asked Democratic Secretary of State Adrian Fontes, the man who oversees the state's elections, what he thinks of this idea. And I got the answer I thought I'd get.
Yeah, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Anthony Kern and his buddies hate Arizona voters. They don't respect Arizona's voters. They don't care what Arizona's voters think. It is the epitome of elitism, and it's the opposite of conservatism. I mean, conservatives are supposed to believe that the people get to decide, right?
Since Adrian Fontes is a pretty liberal Democrat, I don't think one should take his description of what a conservative is at face value. But I do think letting the people decide and respecting their decisions is something that conservatives and liberals, Republicans and Democrats, heck, that's what Americans are supposed to be about. So if you're a legislator who doesn't think like that, you might want to look into, I don't know, seeing what it takes to join North Korea's or Iran's or Venezuela's or Communist China's legislature. And while you're checking into that, I'm going to check into whether we can hold an election to vote you off the island.
Thanks for watching Sharper Point. Click to see more from Arizona's Morning News and tap the button in the middle to subscribe.